Hi, this is Lindsay, the LED Lady, and I'm at the California Institute for Energy and Environment to take a look at Terralux's state-of-the-art cloud lighting system. Therese Peffer, Program Manager for CIEE, met with me to talk about how Terralux's cloud lighting system is helping them take control of their lights and the energy they use.
California Institute for Energy and Environment has a role in managing energy research. And so we often get money from whether it's Department of Energy, such as for this grant, or the California Energy Commission, or other funding sources.
The Terralux lights that you installed in the hallway, at least initially, did the hallway seem brighter?
The big story about that is that there are a bunch of lights here that are on 24/7. They're like emergency lighting. Now with the Terralux system, we can turn off the lights, we can dim them to whatever level we want, and they're not on 24/7. What we found with other projects, and it's proven to be true in this one, is that the more sensors you have, the more you can do with that.
Today here we're looking at a pioneering look at where lights are going to go in terms of their ability to pull information out of buildings and make it available to consumers, make it available to utilities potentially, and certainly to building owners who can lower their costs by implementing these kinds of technologies. What we see here is lights that can actually tell you what the internal environment of the building looks like from the point of view of temperature, air composition. Even the people that are moving through it are triggering motion sensors and telling about occupancy. And on top of that, we're able to do video feeds through these lights. So for the closed environment, we can actually see through our lights exactly what a security camera would see.
What steps has Terralux taken to ensure privacy?
Typically, our installation security strategy is 2 steps. The first step is to make all critical functions for lighting control available only to an internal network. The externally published information is typically historical and has no influence over the light's functions.
So tell me more about what a typical project would cost.
What we found is with the Terralux retrofit strategy that customers are able to not only retrofit their lights because we preserve the infrastructure of the lights and the housings of the lights, so those parts aren't discarded. They're not buying new fixtures. And then added to that tends to be these new features. And the costs are pretty much the same as doing a new fixture, which is attractive to a great many building owners.
Neil, tell me more about the controls of these cloud lights.
Well, Lindsay, these cloud lights are actually enabled with the Notion technology, so this very, very low-powered switch can actually turn them on and off.
I understand that Title 24, the building code here in California, has recently undergone a big change. How does that affect businesses, and how can Terralux products really help?
Well, California, as we all know, is at the vanguard of saving energy. California's energy use per person is about half of the rest of the country. And they've once again shown leadership in the area of how do we get to the point where lights can be actually not only reduced in their energy, but made part of that greater ecosystem that the utilities are managing. So the utilities for many decades have been doing demand response. Now what we're doing is by having connectivity coupled with the lights, we're enabling utilities finally to be able to go after demand response in lighting. And that's important. 20% of electrical energy winds up in the lights. That's a big load that can be adjusted readily. Many times the lights are not needed. Many times the lights can be at lower levels. Many times the utilities can simply make a request of a building and have that energy come down when they need it for air conditioning or other needs.
So tell me a little bit more about the energy efficiency of the Terralux downlight.
So this light today is retrofit from a 32-watt CFL down to a 13-watt LED kit. And that's a pretty significant savings at first. We expect, though, with occupancy, just as we've looked at today, there's probably another 50 or 60% that will come off that 13 watts per light because the light simply won't be at full level all of the time.
We've heard about the building, we've seen the lights. Now we want to find out more about what happens in the cloud. Matt Sully is going to give me a tour of the data that's in the cloud.
That's right, thanks. So what we've got is on our Terralux website, is we have access to the LEDSENSE portal. And this portal is communicating with the sensory network that we've installed with the lights here. And what it's doing is it's giving you a visual representation of all the data that the lights are collecting. What we're seeing is a savings of 60 to 70% from just going to LED, and an incremental savings for having the lights off when no one's under them.
I would imagine also they can dim the lights down.
Absolutely. So the platform enables scheduling to occur. So Therese and the team are working on scheduling the lights around holidays and weekends to even up the savings potential of the system.
We don't want to make it dark, but we definitely want to make it usable.
That's the idea, is not to have lights on when there aren't people. The most efficient light is one that's off.
Absolutely, the negawatt.
That's right.
So I see some power consumption per fixture.
Correct. So here you can see where the old CFL was, and then under an occupied state, as well as the averages that we've seen since the time that we've installed. So it's significantly less. You can also see here in dark blue where the hallway has not been occupied and where the hallway has been occupied in yellow. We also show it day by day over a week, because a lot of times you'll see trends throughout the day that allows you to make better decisions with the lighting system in the building. At this present moment, the way the system is configured is that when there's occupancy, the lights are on all the way, and when there's no occupancy, the lights are turned off. One of the other things we've integrated here in this system is security cameras. They are integrated directly into the light fixtures, and they allow you to see traffic flows throughout the day. It's a busy space, and the front door is kind of difficult to see for most people, so this gives them the ability to see the front door of the building from their desk, so they can unlock it as needed.
The Terralux cloud lighting installation at CIEE demonstrates to the industry how LED lighting is poised to be a platform for a wide variety of building functions, making it the ultimate Internet of Things portal. Thank you for watching. I'm Lindsay Wood, the LED Lady.